Shout out to Birdman, you big baby.
Oh, I want you to put it out. Put some respect on it. Listen, when you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen.
Welcome back for the first time, geek enthusiasts and lovers of the plastic crack. This is your safe space, free from safety. So put your hands on some plastic. It's time for Toy Detox. That's where we're going right now. So, yeah, once again, I want to thank you, Oscar, for coming on. I'd like to say I have Kris Pinkerton in the building.
Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm in the Brave Cave.
All right, so cool, man. What's up with you guys?
Man, just crazy week.
What about
First comes the podcast, then comes the butt sex. You guys are gonna butt fuck hard.
Well, that's the entire reason I came to the great state of Georgia.
He came to pick me up so we can drive up there and get you and straddle you down. Straddle you down.
That's right.
You great big
high
man.
school all over again.
We're coming to Central Florida just for you, Oscar.
Enjoy the ride.
So what you been doing all week, Oscar? What's been going on in your week of nerding?
I've just been focusing on work.
Yeah.
That's just about it. I've just been focusing mostly on work, and I got a new PC. My brother built me one, a desktop.
Oh, nice.
So, fucking sweet ass, like 26 inch wide monitor.
Oh, it sounds like your style.
Yeah, so it's neat because I can now edit and have like up to. On my laptop, I used to barely have like 3 windows open at once when I would edit a cartoon or an episode of Ask Whirl or a review.
Yeah.
But now I could have up to like fucking 10 if I keep them at the same size. So
oh shit, nice.
Yeah, it's really tight. So, but the sad part is moving from a laptop to a desktop. I got to rebuild all my cartoon characters again.
Why is that?
Because Anime Studio, it's like a puppeteering program.
Yeah.
So every arm, every hand is its own layer. So I got to rebuild them from scratch. I mean, I could probably still animate it on my laptop because there's nothing wrong with it. But for a 3-minute cartoon, it would take like 6 hours. Hell, for a 1-minute cartoon, it would take like 2 hours to render. Here, I did a couple of trial runs, and it took like 20 minutes.
Wait, are you using different software? Oh, you're saying the way like the bit rate and all of that shit. The frame rates and all that stuff. Okay, I'm tracking now. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm using Windows 10, so that got easy. I was acclimated to that pretty easy. And
yeah.
I also, he sent me Photoshop CS6 as well as After Effects, which is going to be fun for me to play with even more.
Yeah. Love that After Effects. I failed that class twice. Awesome. Actually, the second time, the teacher, I only turned in our final project, and I think she just gave me pity and passed me on that one, dude. Cause it was terrible. it was horrible. But I made friends with her the second time around. The first time around, we were like arch enemies and shit. So,
well, where do you go to school?
I'm at the Art Institute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Art Institute of Atlanta. I'm there for 3D modeling and animation, but I'm actually going to change my my major here soon. Next quarter, I'm changing my major.
Do they offer any massage courses?
No, but they have plenty of chicks there that will square you right away. They've got quite a plethora of massage ready to give young ladies at that school. So yes.
Well, does your wife know about this?
I don't partake, sir. I don't partake.
I would appreciate it if you don't tell her a fucking thing, you son of a bitch.
I would like it if you would just hold that shit down, sir.
Let me tell you a funny story that happened to me and Brave today. So, Brave, we were supposed to meet up like an hour before we did, and Atlanta traffic is just bonkers. So, Brave was having some problems getting home, and I was driving for about half hour away where I'm staying, and I called him to tell him. No, he called me to tell me he was still stuck in traffic, and I heard a girl talking. I'm like, "Are you in the car with somebody?" Because I hear a girl. He's like, "Are you in my house with my wife? You trying to bust me on some shit?"
He's trying to fucking set me up, dude.
No, it's like, and it's funny. I mean, you remember like when we all first got cell phones, like calls would bleed over all the time, and I hadn't had it happen in years, and twice in the past week it's happened, and this was, I swear to God, it sounded like somebody was in the damn car with him. It was like some loud girls talking right next to him.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So I just finally hung up.
Well, Pinkerton, who's your service provider?
It's the Walmart people, the Sam Walton family. No, I'm kidding. I have Verizon.
There's your problem.
Really?
But up here at AT&T, our calls are high quality.
High quality, yeah. No representation is made that the quality of cell service provided is greater than the quality of cell service provided by other providers.
We just got with Sprint here, as a matter of fact, 2 days ago. And we've been told by the friendly people at Sprint customer service that they don't have the technology that allows you to be on the phone and on the internet at the same time. That's got to be bullshit.
That's got to be bullshit.
AT&T has it.
Everybody fucking has it.
Verizon should have it too.
Fucking Cricket, Boost Mobile, and Metro PCS have it.
Now, I will tell you, I upgraded my phone recently to a Note, whatever Note they're on, 42 or whatever. And I had to like call them and have them change it to advanced calling or something. So maybe the people at Sprint just don't understand you have to activate it.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe the settings or some shit. Because there's no fucking way in 2016 I can't be on the phone and the internet at the same time. That's just stupid.
At the same damn time.
With one of the biggest service providers there are in the fucking nation. That's
Listen,
dumb.
I drive, do a conference call, Skype.
I'm service provider in the nation.
Excuse me, Oscar.
I'm catching all these sorts of.
It's the job. I have to educate myself on shit. So we've been around since Alexander Graham Bell was like, "Yo, I just created this thing called the phone," and you could like get chicks to tell you what they're wearing. But it's I believe they're the second. Verizon's the third. T-Mobile the fourth. AT&T's number one, but everyone complains about the prices. But you know what? We could let you go stay on the phone and use the internet at the same time. So you can keep your Stone Age Sprint. I used to be with Sprint, so I know your struggles.
I hate fucking Sprint, dude. I hate Sprint. But the price was worth it.
It's not even on my radar. I make fun of Jisk all the time because he's got T-Maybe.
T-Mobile was terrible.
T-Maybe. That's a good nickname for it.
You never heard that before, T-Maybe?
It sounds like something I should be using. I was paying $275 for 3 lines with T-Mobile.
Jesus.
With T-Mobile?
Yes.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Did they spit on it?
Nah, they needed to. They just fucking went straight in with barbed wire wrapped around it. That shit was terrible, dude. So this is a pretty good deal going to Sprint. So I can't complain.
Bro, you're gonna get me to ask. Okay.
All right.
I need to know, what kind of plan did you have that you were paying $275 a month for?
You know what it was? We had 5 lines at first, right? We downgraded to 3 lines, and
we were still gonna pay for 5.
Yeah, so I took the other lines off, right? And so the price went down, but in some way, form, or fashion, after taxes, phone service, and they got that shit where it became mandatory to have the phone insurance and all that bullshit. It went right back up to $275. I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck is this possible?
Wow. So phone insurance coverage. Okay, real quick, so everyone listening, let me educate you on something.
I love that.
Welcome to this is phone service detox right now. Get it, get it, Oscar.
For every phone major cell phone provider, from AT&T to Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, okay, they all deal with the same insurance company, that is Assurion. Okay, to have coverage on your phone to be mandatory is absolute, complete, and utter bullshit.
I believe so.
There are 3 instances where you actually have the right to elect phone coverage. That is, of course, when you first get your phone, the day of that you get the brand new phone. 2, within a 30-day period, okay, if you end up denying phone insurance, you actually still have open enrollment the first 30 days. And 3, the most extreme case, like you've had your phone line for like 4 years, you never had insurance, but you kind of want to pick it up, and if your phone's looking straight, any phone company will tell you take it to one of our stores, talk to a manager, have them overlook it, and they can add that feature right there in the store. So there is no mandatory reason that you have to have insurance. Now, if you filed like 2 claims, I believe, for an individual line, then it will be removed automatically because clearly because whenever you pay that insurance deductible, your phone company pays the difference. So you have a $600 phone, you just pay $200 for that deductible. The phone's still worth $600. That phone company's going to pay that $400.
So they really do pay? Because I always thought they were full of shit. Like, you got to pay the $200 deductible for a cracked screen. I was like, what the fuck is that? So they really do pay the deductible? I mean,
they really do pay the difference. They pay the difference. And depending on the company that you're with, like Sprint, really should go because that deductible, never mind. Well, real quick, my wife and I, we were with them. She was on the Samsung for Life. I was on the iPhone for Life program. That insurance deductible never decreases. With AT&T, it decreases every 6 months to about where you will have to pay the minimum of $100 for that deductible in case anything happens to your phone.
Now, the chick told me, she said, and I don't want to turn into a whole big phone conversation, but the chick told me, she was like, I'm not, fuck that editing shit. The chick told me, she was like, as your phone, she said, the more you pay off of your phone, then the less your deductible becomes. Is that true or is that bullshit? For
Sprint?
Yeah.
It depends. If you're on that iPhone for Life shit, that doesn't apply because you're paying a lease. You technically don't own the phone. You understand? You're paying it so that you can upgrade that shit every year when a new iPhone comes out, which is fucking dumb. Because you never own the phone. But yet when something happens to it, it's your phone, so you have to pay the deductible, which is bullshit to me. It's always been bullshit to me. Depending if you're on a basic phone payment plan with Sprint, where interest-free payments every month, where you only pay like $25, whatever the case may be, for X amount of time, then perhaps with their system, if they have that set up with Asurion, then that's great. But I highly fucking doubt that because, again, Sprint's eating the difference on that phone. So, and it's not very odd for a store employee to kind of blow smoke up your butt just to get your business. So, whereas like in my area, I take the calls, but my calls are recorded and they're reviewed by supervisors throughout America. Basically to make sure I'm not pulling no shit on any customers. We actually just had a guy who got fired on Saturday because they caught him basically lying to a customer about activation fees.
It's nice to see there's some fucking conscious and some consciences in the fucking phone industry because I am telling you, I have up to this point thought of them all as fucking vampires sucking the life out of the daily phone user.
Yeah, well, it's again that we just bought, like AT&T's bought out DirecTV, so we've been really focusing more on the details of the calls whenever you sell DirecTV. Yeah. So I've seen people. TV? Huh?
No, go ahead. I'm just fucking
Oh.
around.
Like for example, we had one guy who got in trouble because he didn't tell him that. He didn't tell the customer that after the first year his price is going to increase. But now we have 2-year pricing. So throughout the 2-year contract, you have the same price.
You know what I always hated about DirecTV?
What's that?
And you'll hate my life. I'm going to cut the cord, dude. I don't pay. I have all streaming services.
Fuck them, yeah.
So what I always hated about DirecTV is like free NFL package, free this, that, and the other. But if you've been a customer for 10 years, fuck you, customer for 10 years. We ain't giving you shit.
You're already there.
New customers.
You're already fucking there, dude.
It's all about the new activation. I'm like, well, fuck God.
I don't even.
Well, what you could do is always that loophole, cancel your service, and then have it open up in like your wife's name.
Put it in my mama's name.
Yeah, that's true too.
This is my grandmama. She live here. This is her on the phone. Roll her credit.
And this is for Dustmites. They're gonna show me some respect.
Put some respect on it.
They're gonna put some respect.
When y'all mention my name, you put
no
some
more.
respect
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it no more. Okay, so first of all, I like to say to all the Detox listeners, this is why Detox is the best. I mean, with respect to ROC and all that shit.
and Shattercast.
This is why Detox is the best because you come on this show, man. You don't just get toys. You know what I'm saying? You get life. You get life, man. You get phone information, cell phone. There's some nerd somewhere who is slamming down a Mountain Dew saying, "God damn it, I'm going to AT&T," and he can thank who for that? fucking Oscar Alonso.
I won't get the fucking the sale for it. I'm gonna play something for you guys. You got to hear this because talking about put some respect on it. Okay.
Go ahead, go.
This is the most beautiful thing I've heard on Facebook.
I want you to put it out. Put some respect on it. Listen, when you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up. Put some respect on it. But that ain't it. Put some respect on it. I wanna look in your face. Put some respect on it. I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Oh, are we finished? Put some respect on it. Or is we done? Put some respect on it. Oh, three of y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more.
That was it.
Hey, shout out to Bobby Skullface and Tyler the Collector on that one because they've been running these fucking memes in the chat all week based off that shit, and they love that. Hey, you gotta send me a link to that, Oscar.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I gotta put that in the show notes. Hey,
Put some
Chris.
respect on it.
Hey, Chris, what's been going on with your what's going on with your week in nerding, man?
Man, I tell you, I've nerded pretty hard this week. So,
What you got there,
I'm in
bro?
the A this week. You know, shout out to Atlanta traffic. Fuck you, Atlanta traffic.
Yeah,
No,
real.
I'm over here for some training for my job. Big things going on with that, but no, man. I got some cool stuff. You know, I've kind of, I'm not gonna say I've fallen out of love with Transformers, but we've decided to see other people a little bit.
We're gonna get to that.
But okay, well,
I've seen you on them Star Wars groups.
Well, okay, you do.
He been tipping. Right?
But I came back and got some of that good. I went ahead and got a couple of the masterpieces. Finally, I hit up the homeboy Agabus and got Ratchet, and I went ahead and got Ironhide too.
Hey, big up to the homeboy Agabus.
Well, I tell you what, man, he's on it. I ordered those Friday at like noon, and I had them Monday at noon.
Haney gets that shit out.
Dude,
Agabus gets that shit out quick.
He don't play.
Quick.
So I got those. Man, I got to tell you, as a nerd, and I nerd in different areas. You know, Tyler's not on tonight, but I'm nowhere near the shoe nerd Tyler is. Nowhere near. I know a lot about him, but I don't have him like he does. But so Tuesday.
I don't think Nike got him like Tyler got him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shit.
So Tuesday was Aliens Day, right? 426, LB 426. And man, I went.
Wait. Do you know anything about those fucking Reebok?
I'm getting to it.
You got them?
Don't steal my thunder.
Oh, you got them?
I didn't get them.
Oh,
but I'm gonna tell you about this.
I want them so bad. Go.
So Reebok, fuck Reebok. Hashtag fuck Reebok. It's trending worldwide.
I got a PM Tyler right now. I need to fucking Reebok.
So Reebok totally screwed the pooch on the drop.
What happened?
Well, first of all, there's two models. So I'm talking about the Alien Stompers that Ripley wore in Aliens.
If you don't know about the Alien Stompers,
just Google it.
Too much nerding.
Just Google Alien Stompers. So Bishop also wore a pair that weren't the ridiculous mid calf ones. He wore like some mid cuts, and those are the ones I wanted. They didn't even drop those in the States.
Are you serious?
So I go on. I follow Reebok on Twitter, which I'm a Nike guy, so following Reebok on Twitter kind of hurt my feelings. So I follow Reebok on Twitter. They drop the link. I click on the link. I wear a 14, right? I'm a big dude. Those people that have met me before, I'm a big dude. We're at 14. They had 12.
I'm looking at the fucking feet right now.
So I said, you know what?
Man, those are some ugly ass fucking sneakers.
Dude, what?
So what? Listen, Oscar. With some fitted jeans.
Oscar, I don't think we're gonna need you again tonight. Sir.
Fitted jeans, those are pop. No.
Get some parachute pants, a pair of suspenders, and I'd just be like, get the hell away from her, you bitch. And then I'd be like, yo, I'm an alien stomper. Do what about? No, I don't think so.
So I had a 12, and this kind of shit happens a lot with sneakers.
I gotta Google
this
shit.
They dropped them. I saw they had a 12. I'm like, you know what? I can flip these things if they won't fit. I know a 12 wouldn't fit. Had a 12 in my cart. Checkout. Which I was jabbing the checkout button on my phone. I was hiding.
They sold out on you.
I was hiding them in the bathroom at work trying to check out.
Wow.
I did like 5-6 times, and then they just vanished. So I went back in. They didn't have a 12 anymore. They had an 11. Got in there, got the 11. Same thing. Wouldn't work.
Wow.
Didn't get them. Turns out they had like 36 pairs.
Wow. So I have no chance.
No, you don't. They're 800. They're 800 on eBay right now.
God damn it, Tyler.
Jesus, man.
So there was
that is fucking stupid price for shoes.
Yeah, so I flipped a pair of Nikes the other day. I bought them. They did a raffle on Nike's app. They're limited edition, only 12,000 pairs, and they're numbered. I won them on I won the draw, and if you win the draw, they automatically bill you for them. They're $250, and I sold them for $800 on eBay.
God damn!
Jesus Christ!
What shoes was that? Can I get some notes right quick?
I'll tell you a funny story. I sold them on I put them on eBay the day I won the auction. I didn't have them yet. And
you doing?
They went for $950.
That's that scalper. Fucking scalper, fucking scalper, motherfucker.
Do what you do. Listen, they sold for $950, and this motherfucker, like 2 days later, I'm like, send him a message, hey, when are you gonna pay me? He's like, I'm not gonna buy them. I wear an 8. I didn't realize it was a 14.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! You knew.
Just blasted his ass all over eBay. Anyways, I relisted them. I got 800, whatever. At the end of the day, but saying that to say, going back to Aliens Day, so there were lots of exclusives. I did get that. I haven't gotten any of it in yet, but I got the Loot Crate ordered. The exclusive Loot Crate. I got the exclusive Ken Ripley figure. And dude, I've just gone down the Aliens rabbit hole, man.
So you're too deep now, huh?
I'm in deep, man. I got everything coming. The only thing I need to find the queen, the Black Queen. That's the only thing I need, and I'll have damn near everything. And I've done it like with a quickness. I'm kind of embarrassed because I can't even tell you what I bought.
What'd you buy?
I just bought all of it.
You just got it all, huh?
It's fine.
Hey, that's how I do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
I just went in. I went all in.
That's what you got to do.
I found even like a little hidey hole online.
You got to do it.
A website I'd never even used before. They had a bunch of it.
You got to do. You got to get rid of a bunch. If you got to get rid of some shit, sell some shit, steal some shit, rob some motherfuckers.
Hey, sell to survive.
And go all in.
Sell to survive. And I think that's about all I got.
God damn it! I'm not gonna get my fucking hands on this Reeboks now.
But yeah, you're not gonna get those shoes. I think
not with that attitude.
Well, you can holler at your
you guys sound like some really, really masculine women the way you're talking about shoes.
Fucking Reeboks alien stompers, dude. God damn it. Okay, well, let's get on to some toy talk.
Did you see those alien stompers on Reebok? I know, right? It's crazy.
So, how was your week,
girl,
man?
let me tell you quick. Spit in my mouth before I tell you. That tastes good. Girl, let me tell you, those alien stompers be the shit. Okay? The shit. Not shit, but the shit. Make you want to cream all over a little man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, girl, buy that shit.
Fucking Oscar, stupid as shit. Anyways,
how was your week?
My week was it was pretty hectic. It's been pretty hectic for these past few weeks. I've been getting pretty heavy into some Figma shit though. So yeah, I've been going Figma heavy. I got in that one and those two and some more.
That one, those two, because I'm there too, and I can totally see what you're talking about.
Exactly. Hey, do you do Figma there, Oscar?
I've thought about it. You hear that? That's my definite. But I've considered it. Like I got a couple of the SH Figure Arts Star Wars figures.
Okay.
But then I kind of backed out. Now I'm probably gonna end up selling them.
What? Yeah, I gotta know the answer to that. Why?
You got a Darth Vader there. You wanna give it there?
I don't have a Darth Vader. I have a Darth Maul and a Clone Trooper.
I want the Clone Trooper. Holler at me about that.
Okay.
I got you 25 on that.
25?
I need it loose. I need it loose and break the arm, and then you'll feel better about it.
I shaved the box this time. This is a big step for me.
Okay.
So
it is. It really is for me to keep the box. It was like normally it's like box garbage. Toy.
Yeah, you do that in boxes, don't you?
I normally do, but with these two guys, I was like, I'm gonna hang on to them because this shit's gonna get lost.
I know this has come up in some of the groups people ask. Where do you put? Because those figures come with so much shit. I mean, you got 19 sets of hands and fucking 3 dildos and all that shit.
Was that the Figma shit?
No, fucking Star Wars shit.
Oh yeah,
like Darth Maul up there. I mean,
SH Figure Arts is Darth Maul with his 12 hands and 7 lightsabers and 3 faces.
I just keep everything in a box, and the boxes look nice on display. I just line them up.
But you know what's real though? As you can see, I keep most of my when it comes to the Figma.
I mean, the Figma boxes are beautiful.
Yeah, when it comes to the Figma, the SH Figure Arts, and all my other import shit, I tend to keep it in the box because I'll take it out every now and again, but I tend to keep them in the box, unlike the Transformers shit in the Marvel Legends. Like, I got a box of Legends over there just in the fucking box.
Right.
But dude, let me tell you about a waste of money. I collected the Batman Superman movie line, right? I did a video on the first few figures. hands down, like, it's like, talk about your disappointment, right? I collected that and the DC multiverse for the Justice Buster.
Oh,
okay, so you got like the $20 figures, because I know the Batman versus Superman. There's like all these different. You can get like the $8 figure, the $12 figure, and the $20.
Everybody's cashing on those.
Yeah, I'm talking about the $20 figures. I got the whole like Batman, the Dark Knight like 3-figure run, the Batman, Superman, and fucking Son of Batman figure.
Yeah,
these are all getting sold, but like the DC multiverse figure, I kind of had hopes for because I was like, oh sweet, look, they got the Black Superman, you know.
Yeah. Well, you seen that guy? I've not seen that guy in the store. The one figure.
Yeah, dude, like it's weird. Like sometimes Florida gets flooded with the shit no one else can find up north.
Hey, you guys got a Star Wars Black Series Ahsoka Tano down there?
No, that I know for a fact because I want the Kanan Cannon guy from the fucking.
Bro, I broke down and bought him off one of the groups for like $35 shit. I just gave up.
Yeah, I'll find them eventually. Like they just pop up. Like I got that what I call the skull face attitude, where it's like, oh, you can buy them on eBay, or you got to go around and drive. Nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna narrow my search to 2 stores in my area, and if they're there, they're there. If they're not, man, you know what? I'll wait till someone sells off their shit a year later.
Yeah,
you know, that's basically what Bobby does. Shit. But like I collected the Justice Buster. That thing's a fucking nightmare.
That shit's terrible.
Yo, Dan's got that. Oh, Harvey _ Dan.
That shit's garbage. Like I wasn't even gonna like I looked at it, I was like, get the fuck out of here. And I had high hopes for that line too.
Just say Justice one.
I did too, brother, because you got the TV show Flash, you got another Reverse Flash, right?
Yeah.
So it made me like kick, clean the dust off my DC Classics Reverse Flash, Professor Zoom.
Yeah.
Which I had in storage. And, first off, like the TV show Flash or Reverse Flash, they're just really simplified versions of the DC collectible figures that the Reverse Flash just dropped recently.
Well, see, that's the reason I didn't get into that line is I have the I'd say about half the Arrow figures, and I've got the Flash from that line, and I've got the Gotham figures, and they're that 7-inch scale, so,
yep.
Nothing really jives.
So like, and the only difference was like the only good figures in this entire set is the Year One Batman, which is basically again simplified version of the DC Greg Capullo fucking design figure.
Yeah, basically.
And what else? It's really hard to tell. Yeah, you got the Joker. That's not a bad figure, but it's just a remold from the Ra's al Ghul. And it's based on
that Joker. I was kind of you know what? When I first saw images, I was like, oh wow, I want to get that when I saw the images. But when I actually saw it in store, I just couldn't bring myself to buy that guy.
Yeah, it was not like my wife bought me that as a surprise because she knew I was collecting this line. And the biggest disappointment is by far the Black Superman. First off, in the comic book Earth 2, his name is Val-Zod, but on the back of that box, I believe they call him Kal-El.
Are you serious?
Which makes dead serious. And then the costumes different because up until I think near the end of DC's World's End, like he had like a blue like tight outfit with a white S and a white cape. But this one's like a blue outfit with a yellow S and a really crappy cape with like black wristbands and cuffs for the boots. And the cape looks fucking horrendous because it looks like it's just
what, Oscar?
Starched the shit out of it, and it's just stuck to his back with static cling. And
you know what, Oscar? What? I was hoping that we could, do something for the brown-black race relations, but I see that your people aren't going to let my people live, are you? You're just going to
What do you mean, my people? You racist bastard!
Hey, have you seen that meme somebody made for Civil War? And it's like, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's Cap and Tony, and one of them, they both say something like, hang on, let me go get my black guy. And I was like, no, let me get my black guy. Okay, now we can fight. He's got Falcon and Rhodey, I'm like,
the tokens. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, they're not tokens, man. Come on now. Falcon's not even, it's not like he's in there going, damn, that is whack. Shit.
Well, let me ask y'all this, man. The movie's almost upon us. Me and Pickerton almost had a fucking gush fest thinking that it was coming out early because someone's wife, my wife, had sent a PM saying that it was coming out this weekend, which is obviously not. But what do y'all think about? What are y'all thoughts for Civil War?
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's going to be the film that cements fucking Captain America as a new American icon. So goodbye Superman, which is heartbreaking for me, because I am a Superman fan. I think it's going to be very good. I think with Spider-Man in it, I wouldn't put hopes into Spider-Man always being in a Marvel films, because you have Tim Rothman heading up Sony Pictures now, and he's kind of had a chubby for "fuck you Marvel" for the longest time when he was on Fox. A guy who basically went on record saying stuff like, well, you can't have Galactus in a Fantastic Four movie or Sentinels in an X-Men because giant robots and giant aliens just don't work in movies.
Well, I think that our favorite guy Michael Bay might disagree about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've come to the conclusion that I am going into all media now just looking for the best in it. Because at the end of the day, I can say that I can pick things apart and give it a 3 out of 10. Shout out to Victory Saber 77. I
give it a 5 out of 7.
At the end of the I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 17. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is. I'm gonna maybe try to find some Easter eggs in it or whatever, but I'm not gonna beat it up. I'm not going to say, well, they should have done this, they should have done that, and that's wrong. Because you know what? It's an artistic interpretation of the media.
Well, let me burst that bubble. Welcome to the internet, where as very valid and honorable as your statement was, Pinkerton, it's not going to mean shit to the douchebag, teenage to mid-30s something asshole that thinks he's a film buff, but probably wouldn't know the first thing about making films to begin with. That is going to sit there and pick this thing apart and say it, quote, sucks, because it's a superhero movie. And it's not some piece of shit 3-hour long picture about a plastic bag floating in the wind. It's and how that's supposed to depict
I've ever seen in my life.
Nailed it.
My favorite movie ever.
And that's the sad part, man, is that these film critics, like they had released that film that was based on, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Maverick. It's like all filmed with a GoPro, right?
Okay.
As a first person type of film. So like one of the films, it's like a Nerd Rage Radio. Bobby Skullface is a little side project with is it Dr. Francis? They posted a photo of a review.
By the way, you just broke down the fourth wall. But go ahead.
Oh well, whatever. But they posted a photo of the reviews for that film, and one guy's like, "This film's terrible. If you want to feel the same effect, put a TV on your head, grab a PlayStation controller, like throw yourself down a flight of stairs, and you'll feel the same as you did watching this film." Like, it was just that fucking bad. Like, it was a unique idea. Like, hey, a film all in first person, but like shit like that's good in like small doses, not
like Blair Witch Project, or I don't care for stuff like that.
That's different. That's like found footage, but this is like you see other people in the shot like a found footage film, but this says you are the guy.
I totally agree, Oscar.
Shut up, Mickey. This is your podcast anymore. It's mine. I'm in charge. I have big podcast.
Kicked you off. We just need you to host it every week.
Okay, good.
Sure, allowed to talk.
My daughter's calling me with crazy shit anyway.
Okay, so. Well, what do you think about Civil War? Are you excited about it, Mickey?
Who, me?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well,
you asked the question, so answer yourself.
I am quite excited for all the superhero movies that we get, even the bad ones. I've come to the conclusion that I think we should be happy that we're getting these movies. Now, if I have to pick some shit apart, I will say that I'm not happy about the Spider-Man deal, and I am also not happy about having a fucking landing airstrip with only like 8 fucking people fighting on the land. But it's the Civil War. You know what I'm saying? That's the dumbest shit ever.
They should never have done that wide shot, because it looks like
serious.
It looks like some LARPers.
I was gonna say it looks like something you see filmed in a comic book convention parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's like, come on, John, get your Thor cape. We're gonna film.
Hey guys,
all right, I'm going. I gotta call my mom.
We're gonna meet on top of the parking garage at 7:23. Okay, 7:23, because the number means a lot to me.
Mom, just leave the hot pockets out, okay? You know I like them defrosted. But I'm gonna be home past 9. I don't care if it's past my curfew. I gotta film this scene with the guys. No, I love cosplayers. Some of them are actually my very, very good friends.
Who the fuck in their right mind would shoot that scene on a fucking airfield with that few superheroes to fight? That makes no sense.
Yeah, look at it this way. Look how far in they are with the Marvel movies, right? And they have been good, unless you're a pompous, arrogant fucking film critic. They've been good for the most part. They've been very entertaining, but you can't cram here. Like, you can't sit there and have like half of the entire Marvel universe on one and the other half on the other without fucking explaining where they all came from, who they are.
Everyone makes that point. And I agree. Here's my deal. If you're gonna have like fucking 6 motherfuckers fighting, put them in a fucking conference room. You know what I'm saying? Put him in a fucking McDonald's playpen area, so it doesn't look like it's like a fucking large ass area with only a few. Because it would look so much more crowded. It would be so much more epic. Maybe if they were in like a fucking, even if they were in a stadium, maybe, I don't know, something.
Well,
what do you think?
I mean, why? The other side of the coin is, could they not have gotten like some C-level players and just said, "Hey, y'all gonna be over here, y'all gonna be over here"?
Yeah, like what about some SHIELD agents, like surrounding them with some shit? That would have been cool.
It's like a lot of people were asking, what's going to start the whole Registration Act, right? Because in the comic book, remember, that one dude like leveled an entire town. Killed numerous people, men, women, and children.
Blew the fuck up. Yeah.
So, well, you know, I was like, well, you answered your own question. It's like you watch the second Avengers. That's what fucking set off the Registration Act, was that whole city being brought, you know, was left floating and had to come crashing down. You know, then there was the helicarrier crashing and, you know, all this other shit. Like that's what starts the Registration Act. It can't be this, you know, you can't have granted they have the new Warriors on SHIELD, but you know, you're not going to use that same supergroup they just formed on TV to go ahead and appear in a film and then cause the death of millions. You know,
I get all that, but I'm just saying, like, I just think the location for that fight scene is terrible because it makes what could be an epic fight or epic battle look so fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the guys pouncing. We're gonna pounce now. It just put them in a fucking. It could have been in a Quick Trip. It could have been a Quick Trip parking lot.
It could have been.
That would have killed it. A Quick Trip parking lot. And he could have been like under roofs. And Spider-Man would have swung down from the top of the little, you know, the gas covering. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Hit a street lamp and fucking knock himself out cold and hey everybody, Spider-Man.
The food court at an abandoned shopping mall.
Abandoned shopping mall indoors.
Because you know it would have been cheap. Hey, we need to use the mall for like 2 days.
Really, it could have been down there by like the closed down Gap or something. You know what I mean?
That's
Or they're gonna fight in the food court or down there by the water fountain.
They could fight in the Gap and just bitch about fucking prices while they're throwing down with each other.
Exactly, dude. Like, I don't like your classic fit jeans. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of them being that. I don't like the idea.
You call that t-shirt vintage? Well, so did Hitler, you son of a bitch.
It's not vintage, bro. I don't like the idea of having that fight scene in that fucking big ass airfield. It just looked too vast for that small amount of combatants, I guess I'll say. It didn't make sense to me. It looked stupid.
And there are some like better scenes in that film, though, like the whole back and forth between the Winter Soldier and Tony Stark.
Epic. That's epic.
If it wasn't for that Iron Man hand, he would have shot him right in the face. You know,
that's epic.
You know, then of course there's some new trailer out where they show Spider-Man throwing down with the Winter Soldier, and I haven't seen it yet. And
can we lock in on Spider-Man for a minute? I don't like it. I don't like none of it.
Hey everybody.
But I mean, what do you guys think about it, the Spider-Man? And I don't just mean the Spider-Man in the Civil War. I mean the idea, the Homecoming movie, all of that shit, the reboot shit. Where you guys at on that?
Oh, that's a mess on its own. You could thank fucking whoever was in charge of Sony at the time, and they had suffered I hope said tragedy, but it is a tragedy. About the mix of making Spider-Man 2, they were trying to fucking start that third Ghostbusters movie, and we all saw how that turned out.
That's going to be hilarious.
What?
It's going to be hilarious.
Fuck up.
Here's the deal: they're gonna reboot Spider-Man as many times as they can to make money.
I'm tired of being
the
a
X-Men
teenager.
as many times as they can to make money. They're gonna reboot.
Spider-Man is definitely Marvel's cash cow. You know, till you get Captain America, which I'm convinced after reading a few articles online and people's observations, I am convinced that Captain America will be the next big American icon. You know,
I think he
no
is.
longer
I think
Superman.
he has become that. I think he has become it because that Man of Steel Superman, who I do like, he's more dark. You know what I'm saying? He's not.
And that's where they fucked up, man. Is they made him way too dark for a Superman. Like I still liked it, and there's some sound logic. Like a lot of people said, like their biggest beef with the fight scenes in that Man of Steel movie was, they just kept hitting each other, and it's like you're right. Like a sound mind was if you just hit a dude as hard as you can, and he's not even spitting up a little bit of blood, maybe you should rethink your fucking strategy before moving forward. Maybe keep punching till he falls down and goes no more isn't applicable because fucking reasons. So that maybe they should have rethought that. And I kind of see a lot of film critics with that, but I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed Batman versus Superman.
You're fucking right. I did. Wait, hold on, stop. Because this is the first time I had both. This is the first time that Pinkerton's been on the show, and this is the first time you've been on the show since the whole Batman Superman deal. Can I please get your opinions on Batman versus Superman before we go any further?
You could go first, Pinkerton.
Thank you. You're such a gentleman. I might switch to AT&T because of that. Oh wait.
Oh. Hey, big ups for AT&T one more time.
I don't pay for my phone, so I don't really care. I liked it. I gave it a. We did 1 to 10 on ROC, and I gave it an 8.
I saw that episode.
I gave it an 8.
I saw most of the episode.
The consensus vote was a 6.
I saw the first 20 minutes of that episode.
Thanks. That's about how far I get into your shit too. So
okay.
I might listen to this one because I'm on it. I'm just being real.
I used to be real hard on. Wait, I want to send it off to another way. Wait, go ahead, please.
So I enjoyed it. And a moment ago when you stepped out, we were talking about. I've come to the conclusion on media like that. It's an interpretation of a story.
Yeah. And
it is what it is. There's nothing to change about it. So I try to just enjoy it for what it is, and that's why I try to go with an open mind and just see the good in what it is. Very rarely will I come out of a movie and just be like, "That was horrible. I can't believe I wasted my time." I'm a huge Batman fan. Why am I a huge Batman fan, Oscar? For what? I just want to hear him say it.
I don't know. How long have you been a huge Batman fan?
No, I said, why am I a huge Batman fan?
For justice.
Yes.
For justice.
Okay. So, because of justice, I really like Affleck as Batman.
Yeah, I think he did an excellent.
I mean, I like Christian Bale as Batman, but I think he's got the size. Yeah. I like the I don't give a damn attitude. We can debate the morality part of it.
I don't give a fuck about morals.
I don't either. I'll tell you a quick sidebar here. I have a copy of it on my at home. I'll leave it at that.
Is it a good copy?
Yeah.
We'll talk.
We'll talk later.
Email.
It's on Google Drive. It's called Bats in the Attic. Shut up.
He sends us a bukkake film.
That's what it is. It's a homemade.
With a girl wearing a Batman mask. Oh, do it for justice. Keep going. We're like, I'm going to give it to you. That's correct. So tired.
So I went and saw it in the theater with my 14-year-old, and me and my wife, we watched it, and she didn't like. She thought Batman shouldn't be killing people. Said, hey, when did he kill people? And she said, all those people when he was chasing the
fucking truck.
Yeah, chasing the truck. All those people in his cars got killed. I said, yeah, but if you look at pretty much every Batman movie, that happens in some capacity. There's car racing.
Michael Keaton killed a bunch.
You can make your own assumptions.
Yeah.
And the big thing about
the difference between this Batman and Michael Keaton smiled when the guy blew up.
Yeah. Michael Keaton was a sadistic bastard.
That fucking clown! I got him. Yeah, for justice.
I won't lie that I've not been a big DC fan over the years. I've been more of a Marvel fan just because it's always just seemed more approachable material. But
now's the time to jump. Now's the time. Rebirth.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot more into the DC stuff. I've actually got what was that book? Just sent it to me. It's Identity
Crisis.
Yeah, that's it.
You need something better. That's garbage. No, you don't want to read that.
Well, then send me some books. But anyways, he did send me that, and I'm going to read that. I'm going to try to read it this weekend. But, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing what they'll do with that Batman. There's a lot of story. There's a lot of story to tell there. And I'm super pumped for Suicide Squad. I won't lie.
Fuck yeah, bud.
I wasn't at first, but I am now.
What about you, Oscar?
I'll tell you what, Pinkerton. Pinkerton almost had me sound like a would-be activist. Where I was like, "Well, I got some stuff you should read, man. It's some important stuff."
Get some pamphlets. I'm gonna leave them by the urinal.
So, real quick. So, everyone in the know with the world of comics, DC's starting doing a rebirth. Okay, they're basically going to reboot the fucking DC universe again,
Except
which
for
is
Batman.
good because
Except for
New
Batman,
52, better lack of the word, fucking that shit fell flat. Okay, like it just did not work at all. No one liked it. All people did were bitch about it. You know, the only positive thing I seen out of the New 52 was Endgame for the Batman comic book. The return of Professor Zoom for the yellow storyline for the Flash, but even then the artwork in that ruined it. Fuck you, Brett Booth. You can't draw. You're like if you are the end result of fucking Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld fucking without rubbers. Fucking, you know, they had that stuff, but now you had this new Superman that is in the New 52 that is basically younger. Like all the heroes are younger, basically. Yeah. It's just you have a character that's been around for 70 fucking years.
Question. In the reboot, is Superman still fucking Wonder Woman, or is she going back to Bruce?
I don't know.
Because I can't stand that shit.
That's the thing that pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, where the fuck
was the whole like Lois. Like they had Lois Lane kind of basically throw herself at Clark Kent, and then they made her give up his identity because of a villain named Root something. I forget his fucking name. It's a stupid villain, and like everyone knew he was Superman, and he didn't have his powers. He got them back, and you know.
So I was wondering, what did they do with Lois in that? Because Lois and Clark is like, well, you know, Lois and Clark. Like,
here's the cool thing, right? Like, because everyone like kept asking, dude, what the fuck happened with because they had Convergence, where everyone's like, oh, maybe because during the whole Convergence ordeal, they brought back some of the titles from the pre-52, like here's what they've been up to now, and the ball dropped when they were like, okay, here's Superman and Lois Lane before the New 52, and holy shit, they have a son.
So what?
It's like the Superman that you and I grew up with, Mickey, right? In the comics. Yeah. Him and Lois Lane got married, right?
Yeah,
well, now they have a son. His name's John. So, I believe his name's John. Shit, man.
His name's something.
But, they had a son. And, like, fans, and that book sold like hotcakes. So now DC's like, hey, let's do this book called Lois and, The Adventures of Superman, like Lois Lane and Superman or something like that. Where after Convergence, they ended up coming back to the New 52 universe, and then you find out that the Superman we all grew up with is in that same world with them, but he's been like on the down low.
Gay?
Right? If anyone, huh?
He's gay?
No, he's not gay. You twat.
You said he's
look! You fucking Goku fanboy.
That's funny. I'm playing.
You're just as butthurt as that fucking fat, toothless, fucking New York anime fanboy that loves Dragon Ball Z and makes all his memes with his fucking bulb himself, fucking
First
using
of
his
all,
scouter.
I don't have anything to do with Dragon Ball Z, sir. It's slander.
Everything
it's slander.
Slander.
It's slander.
Oscar, I'm going to confirm that he's lying because I just got done playing with some. I don't even know these characters.
I've never seen a Dragon Ball Z figure, sir. I don't know how that got there.
Goddamn lie. No, but anyway, so they do this new comic book series, and it's sold really well. So now, like, the whole thing is like, the Superman we all grew up with is got to come back as Carl, traditional, like, S shield and on his chest and all this shit. He's got to come back, and supposedly the Superman of New 52 is going to die.
So I don't want to say, how can they be two fucking... I mean, I know they have multiple worlds and shit in the DC universe, but how can there be fucking two Supermans and that Superman's been a Superman? That's the kind of shit that's the kind of shit that takes me out of fucking comics. Like when they pulled that shit with the Ben Reilly, you know it was a good storyline. I was like, you know what? No, fuck that. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. I don't need no extra Spider-Mans. I don't need no clone Spider-Mans. I don't need no little black Spider-Mans running around. Anyway, none of that shit.
Anyway, back to the movie Batman vs. Superman. So my thoughts is this. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Okay? My biggest beef with that film that ruined the experience for me was fucking Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
I do not go into a philosophical attachment to a film. Yeah. Like, I will never know what hardcore Star Wars fans like Bobby Skullface and, now maybe you, Pinkerton, I don't know. I will never associate myself with a film like those people have with Star Wars, right? And I get that, but I could associate myself with comic books that same way. See what I'm saying? So like when Lois Lane and Superman split up in the comics, I was like you, Mickey. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, bro.
No, you don't split up Clark and Lois. No, right? Well, anyway, Jesse Eisenberg ruined that movie. If I'm even saying his name right, hands down, he would have made. I think the movie would have made more sense if he was the Riddler. but he wasn't. He was Lex Luthor, and there was rumors that Bryan Cranston was going to be cast. So why not have Bryan Cranston playing Heisenberg playing Lex Luthor?
Yeah, that would be about right with this.
You have a man whose age. You have a man whose age alone will reflect the amount of experience necessary to survive in a world of business, right? Then you have a guy who also has that same like almost like shark-like predator look in his eyes when he's going out for his. That would have been great, But Zack Snyder, which by the way is the biggest fucking tool of all time, decided, I want younger. Let's get Jesse Eisenberg because Mark Zuckerberg is eventually Lex Luthor. Not really. No.
Well, you know what? That was
no,
I was actually going to make that exact analogy because, in my opinion, what they did with that is they made him into the millennial twat, and we all, that either trust fund baby or startup guru guy that he is, that the way he plays it in the movie, or it's daddy's money, the way he explains it.
I did not like I did not like the daddy angle. That shit irritated me because I felt
let me tell you something. In the comics, Lex Luthor killed his own dad and used a life insurance to start up what would eventually turn into Luthor Corp.
Yeah. And
this is when he grew up in suicide slums, like the ghettos of Metropolis. So that is like, again, right there at a young age, dude knew what he had to do.
Yeah.
And he took care of business. Not this like, daddy started this thing and now like I have
get that shit. And everybody was like trying to fucking populate this meme that, oh, he's not the Lex Luthor we know, he's that Lex Luthor's son. No, that's not who the fuck he was.
No, that is that Lex Luthor. That's who he is.
That's who he was. And I feel like they couldn't make it work with him being Lex Luthor with that personality. So they try to populate this shit they try to push the whole daddy meme, like so we would get the idea in our head that this was the child of Lex Luthor that we knew. And it just, but without saying it, trying to make it real ambiguous. You know what I'm saying? And it just was not. That shit was stupid, dog. I don't want to stay on like the whole Batman vs Superman too long, but that shit was stupid.
Yeah, but anyway, other than that, yeah, Batman racked up a body count, but it's like Pickerton says, it is what it is. That's their interpretation of the characters in the film. Still Ben Affleck did an amazing job as Batman. I still love Henry Cavill as Superman. Yeah. That I was in the when I saw this in the theaters, it was still really packed, right? And everyone did clap for that scene where they both were standing face to face.
Oh hell yeah, they did.
Granted, the film had the biggest drop of all time, but that's just people focusing on the negative and not talking about
shit. That's old shit. Why they bring up the old shit?
Because people still talk about it. Because if you try to defend it, and again, I reference Bobby's podcast, Nerd Rage Radio, whoever that AR guy who runs the Facebook page puts the majority of the posts up, right? Fucking again, he shared a status update from someone that's like, I still loved it, blah 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 blah, and then in comes the fucking hardcore nerds like, yeah, well, Batman never killed. That was kind of a staple. Well, jackass, let me go ahead and pop your bubble. You go ahead and look up on crack.com. There have been 5 instances where Batman not just killed a guy, but brutally fucking murdered a man, from kicking him into the back of a garbage truck and then activating the fucking crusher. So
Batman's throwing motherfuckers off of buildings. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if we're just talking movie world, Batman's done a hell of a lot of killing, and I just that shit doesn't matter to me at all. I don't even care about it.
Yeah, and I love Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne. Very imposing, very he entered the room like he had a presence. And as far as Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne it was good, but I was still looking at him as if he was Patrick Bateman from the fucking American Psycho film.
That's my wife every time she says it.
It's hard to look at. No matter what role he plays, the only role he's played that I didn't look at him as the American Psycho was that fucking movie he played the
Machinist.
The Machinist. Where he got real skinny and shit.
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Equilibrium. Yeah, Equilibrium too. I'll give him that one too. But other than that, even in Equilibrium, as a matter of fact, in Equilibrium, he was even more so the American Psycho because of that, not being able to show emotion and shit like that. So he seemed even more like the American Psycho to me.
Yeah. So I mean, whenever I see one of the Nolan Batman films, I look at those scenes with Christian Bale in it, and he's talking, and I'm expecting to be like, I want to rip out your insides and just drink your blood till you're dry. But it's like, I'm Bruce Wayne, and I want to rape a prostitute and eat her vagina.
Favorite scene from American Psycho is when he's got those 2 prostitutes in the room, and he got the music playing, and he's putting on his fucking rubber suit to chop them up, and she's got the axe, and he's doing the fucking disco fingers and shit.
Or he chases the girl butt naked wearing Nikes with a chainsaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
And still caught her.
I fucking love that movie, dude.
And it's like you knew he was fucked. Like there's so many metaphors in that film alone. But the one that kind of spoke out the most to me is that the man's working out to like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre playing in the background. Whose sister goes, I need motivation. I need Leatherface. So, either way, that's just, that's just my thoughts on Batman versus Superman.
So, Civil War, I think we all agree that Civil War is going to do just fine, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If it fails, it has to be like a massive failure because if the trailer's giving away what they have, if that was the best they got, then, I'd be worried.
Well, I don't know how good it's going to do. We don't even fucking know when it comes out there, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But that Spider-Man shit, obviously I go and see it, but I'm just not happy about the whole I'm tired of seeing Spider-Man as a teenager. I'm ready to see him grow up, dude. Like, I don't know.
Okay, we mentioned giant talking robots, so what's up with this shit here with the Takara's Ramjet versus iGear Coneheads? Down to $350 for a set of 3.
So Tyler was making a point that, concerning what you're reading, Tyler was making the point that, we were supposed to talk about, like, the whole, how MPs have been declining. They're on a decline. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, likes them or not. They're on a decline. And,
no, they're not like they were. I agree.
Yeah, they are. So, he was making a point about, Takara versus third-party market, and then looking at the value of your third-party figure just plummeting on the resale market whenever the Takara shit comes out. You know what I'm saying? And he's like talking about who's going to be the next one to really take that fucking hit. Because you had the announcement of the fucking of the MP Red Alert. Yep. And so that means, where does that leave all the fire trucks that are coming out for third party now?
You mean Inferno, right?
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name. Yeah, Inferno.
You mean Inferno? Yeah. Red Alert's the Lamborghini, not
the they'll name him Red Alert because they can't.
You even transform, bro?
Not here lately. I have not.
But I have.
So what do you guys think about that, though?
So I think here's the deal, and in the world famous Cybertron Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Literally hours after the Takara announcement, which truth be told, I wasn't. We were debating whether or not it was real because it looked like some fucking April 1st bullshit. To be honest, as soon as that announcement came out, there was a guy that said, I know this won't be the last, but it's going to be the first. And he was selling his Mackey Toys grapple for like 110 shipped or something like that.
Yeah, that shit.
And I'm like, well,
there's a guy selling both Inferno and his grapple for like $100 shipped each.
That shit.
Yeah, people are bottoming out the market themselves.
That shit bothers me. Shit, like how can the figures hold any value? And maybe that's why I'm also kind of falling back off of Transformers, because when I first got into the groups, man, figures had value, dude, and you could sell some figures for some fucking money. But now, when an MP comes, and it's always been like that when an MP comes out, you will sell your shit. But these motherfuckers bottom it out so quick. It's so drastic. It's insane.
Dude, everyone and their mother was selling fucking when Pandium, whatever the fucking Mackey Toy Scorpion up.
Yeah. Oh, look, do you even Mackey Toys?
Huh?
Do you even Mackey Toys, bro?
Whatever. It's a stupid name. Fucking Scorponok. When they announced their Scorponok, everyone in the cafe was fucking trying to flip out like the most recent third-party figures that came out. Because it's a $400, collector's item, and it's huge, and it's fucking worth the $400, because Mackey Toys has developed quite the reputation already for itself. Fucking Gundog. How hard was he to get after you missed that first initial wave, and then a re-release, and then he sold out again? I wanted one of those, and the same thing with like Masterminds Creations, Mirage. They're Sphinx. I can't believe I remembered that name, but again, the shit sold like fucking crazy, and then. And I guess it's great that, like, I guess now it's like, because, like you said, Masterpiece is on a decline. They really have been. Mm-hmm. I didn't buy the Shockwave because I have a Fans Toy Shockwave. I like my Fans Toy Shockwave.
You're a smart man.
So, Oscar, I'll tell you, I have, first of all, and you guys probably know this from being around me, I don't buy Decepticons, Masterpiece Decepticons. I don't. All I buy is Autobots. That's my one way to keep my collecting down. So, Brave had the the laser wave here now, and he actually put it back in the box because he doesn't care for it.
Immediately after reviewing.
So I open it up, look at it, and it just comes across as cheap. To me, that is the landmark.
Is that the Takara? Because I haven't been up to date with the shock.
Yeah.
They call it laser wave?
Yeah, it's Death Star laser
fucking
wave.
Stupid. Jesus Christ.
So that, I mean, I can just, and he's got Quake Wave, is that Quake Wave?
Yeah,
he's got Quake Wave, the Fans Toys here in the case, and just looking at it just looks better to me visually, and I hadn't actually had laid hands on the Takara. It doesn't feel like a quality. It doesn't feel like a quality product. And I think that one is the biggest example of the bottom of the market falling out.
Yeah.
Because those before they re-released Quake Wave, those things are going for $350.
Yes, sir.
And they decided to re-release them. And I think the reason they did that is they saw that Cloud9 company coming up with that half bootleg. I don't know if it's a KO, a upgrade KO.
It's an upgraded KO boot.
So now you see that one for like $80. You see Quake Wave for like what, 110, 120 now.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean the official one's like 150 or whatever, which is a ridiculous amount of money for the figure after playing with it. It's not worth any more than that Ratchet.
Yeah,
and that Ratchet's a whole hell of a lot better figure.
It's not. That's crazy.
So
and I'm hearing like some really bad things about that Ratchet, and I want to buy that Ratchet too because I
that
love
Ratchet's
the Iron
cool.
Tide.
That Ratchet's cool. That Ratchet's cool.
I'll be honest with you, Oscar. I got both of them at the same time, and I got them right before I left to come over here to Atlanta. So I grabbed the Ratchet and brought him with me because I'm really pumped for that figure. So I like it. I mean, I didn't play with it a whole bunch. I just got it out and transformed it once. But it's very intuitive. I just love the color scheme. I love the blue.
And I'm not going to lie, that's probably going to be the last Autobot masterpiece I buy is that Ratchet.
There you go.
I have no intent on buying anyone else. I got the ones that came out. I got I still need a smokescreen Datsun, and then I'll be set.
That's my favorite Datsun.
Yep, the smoke. It's fucking America, bro. It's guns all over the place. I've entertained buying the KO, but I just can't do it. I honestly can't. But I mean, and as far as like collecting Transformers, I got a fucking, and like again, you were talking about like shit had value. Try selling any classics.
Oh, you know what? That's the and let me throw this question out to you guys, because out of every bit of Transformer collecting and reselling and all of that shit, I will say that the fucking classic, the whole Chug shit, out of everything, took the biggest hit in my opinion, dude. Because you remember there were certain Chug figures that would go for like $40 and $60, and then that fucking that Classics Prime, he used to go for a good grip. There were a few figures, man, that just really cost some money, and that shit bottomed out quickly, boy.
My favorite one, speaking of that Classics Prime, right? So I had bought the knockoff Fans Projects Dia Commander set, right?
Yeah, I had that one.
Okay, so I bought I was like, I just need a Classics Prime. I don't need the wind shear and none of that other shit. I just need a Classics Prime. That's all I need. Mm-hmm. I found two on eBay. I find one, he's got some paint scuff. Whatever, I don't give a shit. And that's like $10. I'm like, okay, I'll just watch this, and on the last day I'll place a bid if no one else has bid on it. I go to this other one. The guy wanted $50 shipped for it. So it's loose in the box, right? There's like the straps that kept it in place. Not there anymore. It's like in the bottom of the box, but the way this photo was posted, like you see the box with the Optimus Prime in vehicle mode, right? And of course, like the smokestacks that transform into a gun. That's like on the other end of the box, right? You can see that shit. And then the winning piece, the piece of resistance of them all was because of the angle he took the photo. My man is straight up wearing tidy whities.
For real?
For real, tidy whities, because he took a photo. The table it was on was like those like really tinted glass, right? So you see like on like the bottom frame of the photo, you see a gut, but on the glass you can see it's a big boy wearing tidy whities taking a photo with his phone.
I'm gonna get butt naked, eat this butter sandwich, and take pictures of my eBay.
You can see like his bare feet and everything in the shot, dude.
I'm gonna upgrade to them masterpieces. I'm gonna get rid of these.
He's sitting there going like, I got me this certain thing, man. I'm gonna sell it, but I ain't gonna sell it to no Hispanic or black guys. Yeah. Should I put that in my listing? I'm not sure. I think I'm diabetic because my toes are throwing gang signs.
Hey, you're talking about funny listings in the groups. There's a dude, and I don't remember his name, but he'll list But I don't know. I'm just looking at what's in Braves' room here. DX9 carry, shipped 130. I smoke. And he puts that on everything he sells. I guess he's like tired of people saying, "Oh, why do my figures smell like a pack of Marlboros when they come in?" Because I smoke.
I smoke that weed.
I smoke like in the toy room.
Cigarettes.
All my white figures are yellow because I smoke.
I actually I also received a Polyon from Robert not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I don't know what to make of it. Like, I can't pose his arm with the cannon.
No, you don't do that with the Polyon.
Did you have that before? Did you have him at one point?
Polyon?
Is that him?
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I looked at that and I thought that was that Combiner Wars.
Oh my God! That's not saying much for him, though.
No. It's an angle. It's an angle.
Well, yeah, I give you that.
It just kind of looks wider than it. Because honestly, when I
have the Combiner Wars Megatron. As soon as you said that, I looked at it. I was like,
it's not fucking doing.
No, that angle I'm looking at, because I'm looking at him and it's a 3/4 angle, and nobody ever takes his picture like that, and I don't have him.
I'll say that. Go ahead.
Masterpiece Hot Rod, my favorite masterpiece of the year so far.
The new one?
Oh wow, that's bullshit.
I love that figure, man. I'm a huge Hot Rod. I'm a Rodimus fanboy, so I got my carry.
You got a bigger Rodimus fanboy than I am.
Yeah, I'm bigger. I jerked off in front of my toys. What do you do?
You don't want to hear about that. You might not want
to.
Listen, you guys do what you do when you do it.
Well, I'll say this. Because it's Rodimus, because it's Hot Rod, it got a pass for me. But if it was any other figure, I guarantee I'd have been like, I would have ragged the fuck on that shit. Man.
So I'm actually figure banging him right now.
Yeah, I would have ragged the fuck on that figure. But because it's Hot Rod, he had to get the pass. Let me just throw this out there, as a matter of fact. Anyone listening, I am looking for the Protector Fans Project Protector Armor and that fucking Classics Chug Hot Rod to go in it. If you want to just contact your guy.
Bro, you can just get the KO on eBay, bro.
I've been searching, dude, because is it fucked up that I will pay the price for like third-party figures, but now I don't want to pay. Like, I see it like a lot for like $100-something for that fucking set, and I don't want to pay it.
My favorite ones are trying to find a classic Rodimus at the time, and it's like this one dude had a classic Rodimus Prime. He came with his little gun with the little flame and everything. Yeah, and he goes, Classics Rodimus, Transformers Classics Rodimus Prime, Fans Project ready, 65 shipped. I'm like, you out of your goddamn mind. If you think I'm going to pay you $65 for that fucking raggedy-ass Classics.
But it's funny how they took in that drop, because there was a time period before third party got so crazy that you could demand that price and actually get it, man. I remember my cousin, he sold off his whole CHUG collection, dude, for like $300, and he had some serious figures. Wow. He couldn't get any money for it, man.
You got to basically give them away, dude. You got to be able to do what Dust Mites fucking dubbed the Oscar discharge. I ain't got time to haggle with you, motherfucker. Hey, I got to sell this Tyrant, right? Because I got to pay bills. You know what? I paid $160 for it. Boom, $110 ship. There you go.
I've been there.
Fucking $90 if I know you. Whatever.
Yeah,
to survive.
Exactly. Like, bills got to get paid. They're gonna come first.
Those motherfuckers that'll still haggle you even when you gonna get me for $90? Oh man, can I get it for $80? You know what I'm saying? I hate that.
No,
shit,
dude.
though.
Like, I had a guy. He was, and I don't remember the dude's name. I sold my Generations Toy Scraper, right? Because I wasn't gonna collect the Constructicons anymore. I was like, I'm done. I had my Titan Wars, my Titan Class Devastator. Like, I'm tired of it. Everyone's releasing Constructicons. Toy World's releasing the huge Devastator. I'm like, God damn it, I'm done. So I sell them. The shit retails for like $100, right? When it came out, right? I got it off Jason Lowry for $80. This is one of the few third-party figures I kept the box. So I transformed, put it back in the box, posted them on sale in the cafe. Hey, 75 shipped. I got this guy who nickels and dimes me to the point of like $60 shipped. I'm like, no, dude, like it's 75 shipped. Take it or fucking leave it. Yeah. Well, I got an account with FedEx. I'll send you. I'm not shipping shit through another service, bro.
Yeah,
fuck
man.
You. Like, get the hell out of here with that noise. It just gets fucking annoying.
Yeah, I feel you there.
If you're not happy with my price, you're more than welcome to carry your sorry, lazy, mouth-breathing ass on to the next fucking listing on that Facebook. But I'm fucking so done with it, because it's not like I priced a scalp. Not like some of these motherfuckers that, oh, dude, I'll never forget. I had the Fall of Cybertron Seekers, right? I was selling them for 70 ship for all three. No. It was 50 ship for all three. I still had this one douchebag who insisted that they are worth $27.95 shipped for all three. I never reacted so quick to an asshole on fucking Facebook. I was like, and what standards are you using this pricing on? Well, I'm going on eBay. So there's 3 sets. I'm like, so you can find listings on all 3 of these guys for that much on eBay. Well, they actually retail for 2 of them for that much. So you're overpricing it. I'm like, really? Show me the listing. And I waited 2 days. I'm like, you got to show me this listing. By then I already sold it to Max Ross Linden for like $50 because he's a good kid. I know I know they'll go to a good home, right? Max Ross Linden, who's from the Good Morning Cybertron podcast, good friend of mine, amazing voice actor, yada yada. I love the kid to death. Fucking 3 days later, he hits me up here, and it's like the piece of shit. The piece of shit shows me a listing for like a fucking broken set of like 2 of the figures for that much.
Wow.
And I'm like, these are broken. Your argument's invalid. You have no foundation to stand on. You're a fucking tool. Let me explain this to you so you can understand it perfectly. I will never sell to you. I will never buy from you ever. Because I'm pretty sure you're the type of cunt that fucking rip people off on shop.
He said cunt, you fucking cunt.
You know, like, dude, I have guys like back when Transformers Prime was big, I was looking for Voyager class bulkhead, right? Because I was in this frame of mind, like I could do the Dinobots with Earth modes. With
I fucking love that line, man. As a match, I just want to put it out there. Big ups for that line.
I still got my knockout from the original RID and then the Energon one from PBTS that I got for like $7.99 on clearance. I love that figure.
Yeah,
but. So like I find a bulkhead. I'm like, hey, how much is it? He's like, it's 15, you know, because it's loose. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll take it. How much shipped? Comes at me with $31.25.
What?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And I go, what the fuck are you shipping it in? A case of solid gold? I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know, mind you, by this time I had bought from numerous people online, more from Greg for Mercy than anyone else. Shout out to my little cuddle pair. You know, and in which case, like, you know, I don't care about packaging, you know, as long as it gets me in one piece, yada, 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 fucking, you know, but like, I'm like, how are you shipping this? Like, even like a medium flat rate box for Priority at the time was like $11 to ship it in.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's still like $11. Like, what are you fucking trying to pull, man? Like, I didn't say those words. I was like, no thanks, I'll pass. I'm not about to pay you $30 for a loose toy that you're obviously overcharging me for shipping me because you want to make more money. Be more honest with your prices, and I'm just gonna move on from here. Thanks for your time, man.
So let me ask you this question, man. Okay, so we saw the MP Ramjet come out, right? And so according to Tyler, he saw. I don't know if any of you guys. Well, let me ask this question: did any of you guys see the fucking this sale post where some dude let all 3 of the iGear cone heads go for like $350?
I did not.
No.
No.
What about you, Oscar?
No. I heard that one guy was selling one for like $170, which is not bad.
No, that's
not bad because they were going for like $800 for the set.
For the set, right? And that's cheap for
him. Fucking Lenny from my family over at Shattercast Uncut, new episode up every Friday on iTunes, and of course here on Podbean. He bought the 3 boys there for like I think $800 he dropped or close to it.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really,
you know,
good.
I mean, that's how much. And I think he got it off another international seller. Oh, no, it was a fellow Aussie out there by him that sold them those 3 guys for that much. The fact that Takara has that effect, and they're not. That fucking Ramjet looks stupid as shit. Maybe it's my personal opinion. But I'm not gonna lie. Seeing the reviews for the Ramjet for when iGear released their versions of it, right? Which again, when you want to get right down to it, if you want to pick at straws, they're just modified KOs from the old Starscream Masterpiece Seeker mold, right? I don't know the MP numbers. I don't care.
Fuck them.
Yeah, friggin'. So like, you know, they looked really good. You know, like their heads looked a little small to me, but
they are
even
small.
the Takara one's got those. You know, it's got big knee pads, yeah, but I still kind of like it, and I really like how some people took a photo because I guess the head can pop out of the canopy. You know, I guess I don't know. I don't own it. Like some kid posted a fucking meme was like, "Hey kid, want to buy drugs?" And all you see is Ramjet's head, Ramjet's head popping out of the fucking canopy. Or like I think it's the same guy who posted the meme of like the Defensor Combiner Wars figure, because you could put Defensor's head popping up behind fucking behind Hotspot, and it was like kill them all, Slot, kill them all. You know, like and talking about Combiner Wars real quick, out of all the Combiner Wars sets I bought, I gotta admit the ones I'm the most content with is the Bruticus and the Superion with the PE effects.
I was tempted to get the Bruticus.
The Bruticus is by far to me the best looking one. With even if you just do the hands and feet, it's a brilliant looking figure for what you're paying. I mean, it's say $120 all in. You know,
like the Skylinks isn't bad either.
It's just so tiny.
It's just a little too little.
It's so tiny.
Well, I mean that, and he's not a fucking combiner either. And it's like the whole gimmick with Skylinks I remember from the G1 days was, remember you had one which was the Sky, that separated, the other one was the Lynx. You know,
together they form Skylinks. Wow.
You know, which is really fucking cool, but you don't get that gimmick except you get this knockoff Voltron. You know, like he wants to open his mouth so the face can show up, but he's just not going to do it because he's self-conscious about his dental hygiene. You know, it's...
Yeah, fuck that Combiner Wars shit. They're not getting my money.
And about the only other two figures I bought from Combiner Wars, which I keep in the packaging, hanging up next to my Generation Skids, is Prowl and Smokescreen. Because it's like fucking, again, Greg. Fuck you, Greg. I love you. He said it's like, if you look at the head of that Combiner Wars Prowl, it's the same head they probably use for the knockoff Masterpiece figure.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucking funny.
So my
it is so shady.
So my son collects Chug. You know, he's got a decent little collection. He's got Hegemon. Cool. You know, he's got a Classics Prime. He's got he's got a lot of Combiner Wars stuff. You know, some of the classics mixed in. I've traded for him some. He's got one of the Toy World Dinobots. He's got I think his name's Roar, maybe. I got him in a trade for him.
Yeah, okay.
Toy World. Yeah, I mean, it's a good little figure. Yeah. For what it is. I mean, it scales good with
that. Those Toy Worlds aren't bad. Like, you know, Robert D fucking shits on the combined mode of the Toy World.
Toy World's a Shuriken, right?
Yes, I believe it. No, that's the G Creations.
That's the ones I like.
Yeah, and those aren't even like Masterpiece because they're like really fucking small.
Yeah, they are.
Which one's
you know?
G Creations.
Oh, G Creations.
Fucking Bobby reviewed one. They're really, really fucking small.
I like that fucking combiner though.
They're like that. They're like that micro penis. But like no, the Toy World fucking Dinobot combiner. Those weren't bad figures on their own. Like they're great for your classics collection.
On their own, they're good. On their own, they're good. But when you combine them,
that's one ugly ass shit. Like I remember fucking, dude, even Robert, like, cause fucking even Robert was ripping on that Grimlock. He's like, oh, look at that dinosaur mode. It looks like shit because that's his thing, right?
Yeah.
But like when you watch that video, that bot mode is almost as big as the Masterpiece Grimlock bot mode, which again, fucking scales pretty good with classics. But you know now people want actual scale, and that's one thing that's kind of always pushes me away from the collecting, and as well as like with all the respect to the brothers on Shattercast Uncut, when they get into it about scale, that's when I lose interest. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I would be on the show, because like you know Greg's very strong about scale, so's Bobby, so's Lenny, and Justin as well. Matt is whatever because I love.
Matt buys everything, so it doesn't matter.
You know, yeah, pretty much. And then Robert is the same way too, and I can't relate to them on that, and so I kind of feel like there were times on that show where I felt real alienated from the conversation, so I just wouldn't like partake in it and just do whatever until they were done with the topic. But like I don't bother about scale. You know, like it doesn't bother me. It doesn't ruin my shelf. We could go back to the Batman versus Superman movie and come full circle. If you liked it, you liked it. If you loved it, you loved it. Good on you, man, because at the end of the day, it's your opinion that matters about something that you experience. You know, you don't need to fucking drive it home with somebody, but if you dig it and you fucking go for it, then fuck you. Enjoy it. But don't go, you know, spewing that shit as if it's word of law.
And that's the great thing about our hobby. I mean, you know, I mean, there's so many different things you can do in this collecting hobby, and still, we all have something in common. It's that we're addicted to this plastic crap. Right?
So plastic.
So I mean, I'm just looking around Brave's setup here, and he's got, you know, these 3A figures that I don't want to touch because I don't want to.
I'm gonna put them in your hands.
No,
man. I showed my wife photos of Brave's Brave Cave. Right. Yeah. I showed him the one video back before you had to redo your YouTube, Mickey.
Yeah.
Like where he had like Marvel Legend figures like on the slant on the roof, and So I told my wife, I'm like, because in our bedroom we have the same sled. I'm like, can I do that, but with like, you know, like Transformers and shit? and my wife's like, sure. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. After we filed for divorce,
Nice.
and you pay for alimony. She's like, and she goes, I don't fuck with your office because that's where all my collection is, right? I don't have a lot of space in here. She's like, I don't fuck with your office. But she's like, well, I'll be damned if you fucking hang those things in our bedroom. She's like, I do not want to look up when you have me on my back to see a fucking Megatron or whoever leering down at me from our ceiling.
Yeah, that's funny because the only spot I have in my house, we have overpopulated my property, so the only place I have to put anything is in our bedroom, and I actually have that exact same thought. Oh, I wonder what she thinks when she's looking over there.
I would suggest you ask. I would suggest you ask before you like go, because like that would have turned into like a nuclear bomb here. You know, if I would have just started doing that and like, you know, hanging up like Combiner War figures on the fucking ceiling or whatever.
Well, especially since it's Combiner War.
Ask, obviously.
You deserve to get divorced.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, dude, I own
You get what you asked for when you got
you know, and two of the ones I own are in a package because I love the Dotson brothers, right? There's that love for them there. You know, there's that whole nostalgic love for them. But, you know, like, I think the Bruticus set isn't bad. It's not fantastic, but for what you paid for from Hasbro, it's pretty fucking good with the PE effect that kid added onto it. Yeah, you know, I still like my Combiner Wars Devastator. I'm not selling that anytime soon, and I'm gonna buy that Fortress Maximus.
That Fortress Maximus I am gonna get, and I'm gonna ring that neck.
Boy, I tell you what, I sold my Metroplex right before TFCon last year, just kind of get some extra spending money that I didn't need. Shout out to Star Saver. Let's pass through this room as well. So, long story short, I let it go for like, man, I let it go for like $150 shipped. Loose. The guy didn't want the box. I actually stole the box. And now that thing's going for like, what, $225?
Does it?
Yeah, it shot up there. It shot up high.
I think I sold mine at the good point. I sold it at like for $200 at the time. That was shipped though.
Yeah.
To a real cool guy. I had it for a while. It just didn't fit the collection.
I was afraid I was gonna take a bath on the shipping, but homeboy's in Kentucky and I live in Alabama, so you know they just strapped it to the back of a donkey and sent it on up there 3 to 7 business days.
Yeah, mule.
Cost $15.
So is everybody still pretty strong with Transformers? Still dedicated to the collecting? I know you were saying some stuff.
Yeah, like when something catches my eyes, I'm not fucking like I got a shit ton of classics I need to fucking like unload. Like, hey, Pinkerton, I'll send you photos in case you want anything for your kid.
Yeah, you know we might come up with something.
If you want to fucking scar him for life, that's up to you.
His birthday soon. I mean,
You got a hot rod over there?
I kind
you got a
of
hot rod over there, Oscar? Fucking classics.
Hot me? Rod? No, I don't actually. That I sold a while ago with the add-on kit and everything.
The little flame gun coming out the flame out the gun.
Go ahead. I got it coming out the butt though when I
just spit on it a little bit. I'm kind of the same way, Oscar. I only buy stuff that really catches my eye. I'm not buying, you know, everything that I was at one point. I got my lovely little animated collection, which is like maybe 5 figures.
Yeah.
Right. The TFCC Jackpot, which is off the Jazzmole, which I loved. I have Sunstorm because I love the Seekers for that line. It just sucks they only did 3 of them, which was Starscream, Skywarp, and Sunstorm. And then I also got Blur, which was the best figure on that entire line, period.
Yeah, that Blur was pretty.
There's that little group of guys right there. And then I got Animated Blitzwing, too. I got him from TFCon. Fucking, I got those group of guys there. That's like, this is my little animated section. These will never go anywhere because, these guys are tight, you know?
That animated line was really good. The animated and the prime. Those were some good lines, man.
See, I've never gotten into the newer animated. I'm talking about like the stuff that's out now. And
that shit. No, that's garbage. You know what
I'm saying? Even back to Prime, the only thing I'm really into is a masterpiece line and that scale. So, you know, I've limited myself to only getting that, which takes away a lot of the IDW inspired stuff. I mean, I've read the book. I'm not up to date on the book. I know generically what's going on just from everybody talking about it. But, you know, I'm really, I only get the Autobots. So right there, I've cut down a lot of the opportunity to buy. So right now, I went down this Aliens rabbit hole this week. I spent a bunch of money on that.
Aliens got him.
You know, the Batman stuff that's coming out.
I'll be right back, guys. Excuse me one more.
Yep, I really like the Mayfix stuff, the Batman stuff. I like the Mezco Batman stuff.
Mezco
the
Mezco
things
shit.
This year.
I got some Mezco running around.
Yep.
Yeah, the Mezco shit is good. I think the Mezco stuff is gonna take my attention off of the Marvel Legends stuff, because the Marvel Legends have only survived for me thus far.
Because that's all it was.
Well, yeah, that, and it gives me something to hunt when I go in stores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I really like hunting is the major part of collecting for me, and this has been taken away. So the Legends keep that going for me, but that Mezco shit's gonna kill it.
That Mezco shit's fire.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's looking real good. You know, you're talking about hunting.
Yeah,
I hunt for a lot of people, man. I do, and it's just been like this last wave of Star Wars.
You come across
it's impossible.
Star Wars Black Series.
I got one. Hey, I got one home. I'll trade you. I got one at home. I'll trade you.
You got Ahsoka Tano?
Yeah.
What you want for this?
I don't know. Let me look around here.
I got a masterpiece laser wave.
Well, straight up, we got it. I'll take that with me today.
No.
I
think not.
But like, you know, that stuff's hard to find. There's the legend stuff seems to be getting easier to find. I mean, Spider-Gwen was super hard at first.
Yeah, they're coming around.
I've bought a couple here and there for people. And I've left 3 or 4 hanging on pegs.
Yeah, they're coming around. I think Hasbro learned their lesson, because there was a period at one point you can go and you could get all the motherfucking Legend shit in the stores.
Yeah, you could pick up the whole wave and be done.
Yeah, then that went away. That went. They tried some shit where it was doing exclusive to the comic shops, and then they brought it back where they was actually putting them in the store. And I will credit them, because now they're actually putting figures in the stores.
You know what I see about Legends? I see at Walmart a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Walmart, right, and they'll have. And I don't understand their plan, or maybe they just do it for filler, but they'll be like 2 rows of Legends packed full every 4 feet.
Yeah, I noticed that myself.
It's like at some point in time, why don't you make this shit like $8 so people? Because I'll buy anything. I'll buy.
And let them fucking go. Yeah, let them fucking go.
Yeah, and let them go, because this shit's clogging the shelves.
Yeah.
The same thing's happening right now with the Star Wars, because it looks like they re-released like the second wave. So all of a sudden, Kylo Ren, who I never had a hard time finding, but some people did in some parts of the country. Phasma, same thing with her.
I can't find Finn. No. Finn's fucking everywhere.
Finn's everywhere and Finn everywhere. Even the new Finn, the Finn just gets no love.
Yeah,
Finn gets no love.
I don't know what it could possibly be.
Even the Stormtrooper Finn is kind of peg.
He's kind of peg woman.
And
the new one.
Quick shout out to my wife. She got me an early anniversary present, because her anniversary's in June, but she's got to be out of town, unfortunately, for most of that month for work.
Hot Pockets?
She got me the Leozak and the Jaguar from the TFC Hades set.
Nice.
Not Leo Kaiser, and that is probably the worst. That Leozak figure is the worst of the line, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but you know what? She's trying to do something. Hey, let me just say this shit. Let me just throw this out there, because I find it kind of ironic that when my wife, she got me it was an anniversary or birthday present or something, and it was also a TFC figure. I think that TFC gets a lot of purchases from wives buying for their collector husbands, and I'm wondering what the fuck is it? Is TFC just easier for women to decipher as far as what their husbands might want?
Your wife get your TFC detective?
No, it was no, not that shit. That might be bounced with divorce right there. It was it's one of the Superion figures, the silver bolt from the Uranus set.
Okay.
Yeah. And so now Oscar's wife has got him. Hey, and also, let me just say congratulations to you, Oscar. Let me just say congratulations to you, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, early congratulations and shit. But I wonder if this is like something that's easier for wives. I've heard that story quite a few times, where someone's wife has gotten them like TFC figures for birthdays, anniversaries, and gifts and shit.
You know what I get? I get nothing. You know why? Because I tell her, don't buy me anything. I'm just gonna buy myself what I want.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
And I don't get. Me and my wife really don't exchange gifts.
She obviously asks first. She's like, well, what would you like? And I just jokingly said, these two are coming out soon. When am I getting my hands on them?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, oh, it's the ones you put together, because we have one already called the Wedding Combiner, which is the TFC Defensor.
Oh, nice.
Which is on the permanent do not sell list ever, because every piece on it is one she bought me for one significant reason or another.
Oh,
right?
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So these, she's like, yeah, I'll get you these two, then you're on your own for the other two. So I was like, all right, whatever. But you got to start making that money at the sales gig.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Shout out to Snowflake because I still look at my KFC Dia stacks and my Star Saver.
Nah. We're gonna hold all shout outs and big ups to Tyler until I get this whole Reebok Alien Stompers thing sorted out.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
We gotta get that sorted out first.
Listen, that dog ain't gonna hunt.
Nobody said, Tyler, no shout outs until I get this fucking Reebok shit sorted, sir.
A dog don't hunt.
Are you serious? They're gone?
I already checked. Listen, you know if he got a pair, you know where they went.
Fucking Tyler.
In his storage unit. Or wherever he
keeps his. He isn't even wearing them fucking. You got like, Tyler has enough shoes to feed the fucking hungry. You know what I'm saying? I bet you.
He probably wears Monarchs. If you're listening, Tyler. You got some Monarchs.
Tyler. Got my fucking Reebok. How you gonna not get us the Reebok Stompers, Tyler? How you gonna not come through on that?
Come on, man.
Unless you did get us the Reebok Stompers, Tyler, in which case, you're my best friend. You're that
dude. You're that dude. Friend. But I know better.
Hey, man, I want to thank you guys for coming on because I see that we're at the hour and 31 minute mark.
Already. Well, that flew by.
You know what I'm saying? That went by pretty quick, man. Hey, Oscar, I want to really thank you for coming on, bro. Because, I mean, seriously, you came on at the last fucking minute. Like, really, like, you saved us.
Aw.
That's right. It would have been nothing but wet mouth.
You so welcome, Chocolate Dream.
Hey, anybody you want to send a big ups to or anything like that, Oscar?
Any big ups to anybody? Obviously, Tyler for the Dia stacks and.
I just said we're not giving Tyler.
I just did it. Dia stacks and
fucking big ups.
Dia stacks and my Star Saver and that poor man with the fucking airport security ordeal, that type of shit, and obviously the people like whatchamacallit, Robert D. Just for being Robert himself, all our phone conversations, I do treasure them. We have good talks. It's 90% of it is not always about toys. It's about life, man.
It's good, wholesome conversation.
It's life. But, and of course to everyone else in the one chat I'm in there with Greg and Matt and everyone else. And, of course, a big fuck you to Shattercast Uncut for not letting me in on the April Fool's Day thing.
And everybody
little,
with that one.
Little butthurt on that. I got, 7 messages when that shit all went down. And then they're all saying, you need to go back. I don't need to do anything. This can't be real, and fuck you, Matt, in particular, because I spoke to you that same night, and you fucking sold me.
Oh, did he? Hold on. Did he? I hit him up, too, and I was like, hey, Matt, man, you okay, man? I just want to check on you, bro.
No. We spoke on Skype for, 45 minutes after that shit happened. And that piece of shit sold me on what happened. And I was like, no. And then afterwards, I spoke to Robert. Robert's like, no, you're not mad, are you? I'm like, oh, no, I'm just really fucking butthurt. Really butthurt. Yeah, I was, but whatever. I still love them. They're my brothers, and I still think the show is better without me on it all the time. So, to all of you that keep messaging me on Facebook, thank you for the kind words, but they don't need me back. Those guys are obviously more than capable of handling it on their own.
You need to go back. You need to go back, bro.
No, they're fine. What are you talking about? They're fine, dude. Lenny's doing a great job. He's got that.
Lenny's funny as fuck.
That Aussie sexy voice hospitality. Oh, this is glorious.
Yeah.
Crikey.
You know what?
Mate.
You're right. They don't need you. They got Lenny.
There you go. See? See? What's so hard about acknowledging that? But they're all still nice, and they do let me on whenever they're fucking down, like 2 guys.
Hey, that means you carry the weight of 2, man.
Don't make fun of the man's size.
You're worth that. What?
I made funny jokes. That's all I did.
Nah, man. Your presence is definitely missed, man.
No, they're fine. They're still fine. I still love the episode titles. Friendship is magic.
Yeah.
Are we breaking up and all that shit? You gotta love it. And mentally misleading. They ought to start uploading thumbnails of just chicks in bikinis and just titling episodes like "This chick will show you how to get big boobs," and watch the. Wow, I just gave him an idea. Watch the view hits just fucking launch. But again, shout out to Shadowcast Uncut. Well over 100 episodes in, and everyone's on that show doing a fantastic job. Justin, all of them, and Justin with his I received something from Oscar that wasn't broken. Fuck you, Justin. Fuck you. Fuck. But I am on my way now. Because I just installed my film editing software, so I'm actually tomorrow morning I'm filming the part 2 of the knockoff Devastator review for Big Dumb Toy Review.
My favorite.
So,
bro.
Which is always difficult because fucking even the knockoffs that can do more than a Hasbro. So the jokes are there in plethora.
Nice.
And plethora. And that's it. That's all I got.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, Kris. Hey, thank you for coming through, man.
Absolutely. I really appreciate you inviting me to be on the show tonight.
Brought you into my abode.
Into your home.
He says unwrapping the condom.
Now it's time to pay me back.
I'm opening it with my teeth as we speak. I hate the way these things taste.
Anybody want to big up or anything?
Yeah, obviously, the Realm Collectors, ROC, all the ROC fam. I won't name names because there's so many of us. We're the Wu-Tang, right?
Wu-Tang.
We're the Wu-Tang of collecting.
Wu-Tang of motherfucking collector groups.
So all the guys on ETR, they're actually fixing to do a figure banging episode right now. But, ROC, you can find us at www.realmcollectors.com. Yeah, you got to put the W's in. Don't ask. It's a long story. Instagram at Realm Collectors, sort of posting news all the time. And Facebook group Realm Collectors. You can find me at Pinkerton, PNKR10. On Instagram and on Facebook at Christopher Pinkerton, because that's what my mama named me.
Hey, did you plug your show there, Oscar?
What show?
The fucking review, dog.
Oh, the Big Dumb Toy Review. Yeah, that's coming up. And then I'm also, obviously, once I get all the characters built, I'm going to be doing Ask World again for Shattercast Uncut.
Nice.
And then I'm also going to be doing my own shit again. So Transformers Peacetime Episode 4, finally over a year. The YouTube people have been very patient with me.
Wait, what is that? I'm not familiar with that.
I'm doing my own cartoon series with Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
With Anime Studio, where the Autobots and Decepticons are actually signed a peace treaty.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't fight one another. So everything was going fine. Everyone's bored. And then Megatron killed Jigglypuff. And now he has to... basically donate a ship that he received for signing the peace treaty, a customized ship, which someone altered the ship, so now it looks like a giant purple penis. And on the episode, the ship's on its way to planet Poketron, because I can't really call him Pokemon, where he's going to be donating the ship as a peace offering. But, then there's this new villain called, Gigatron that's going to be making an appearance. It's an attempt at an original creation of a character.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. Sounds like somebody did some serious acid before writing this one. That sounds pretty good. Okay, and you have to come back on and talk to us about it, man.
Yeah, definitely. After I get it all, and then I'm also working on my own comic book too. So, called Problem Solver, but that's a Sisyphean task in its own right. But it's coming along. I got 3 pages done. So.
Damn, you're pretty busy, dude.
Oh yeah, and I'm married too. So.
Hey,
y'all know what that's like.
We all know
that
full-time
job.
They drop some youngins in there and you'll really feel the pain.
Oh, big ups to everyone who was fucking married and had their soul torn out from the feet to the head.
That's right.
Hey, I want to say the big ups to Tyler, but until I figure out this whole Reebok stomper thing, we're going to just reserve those big ups. So, reserve big ups to Tyler, who couldn't make the show tonight. He was fighting some serious issues and dealing with some terrorists and shit down there around your way, as a matter of fact. No, not around your way. Around Robert D's way, I think it is. So yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, he's got Tyler's a freedom fighter. In his off time, he puts on the flyest shoes possible, and he goes out and stomps the fuck out of terrorists with them, and then he slaps them as he fries bacon. That's a story you guys will hear later. That's a story you guys will hear on another episode, because it's a really funny story. Hey, I want to say big ups to everybody who supports the show, who always come up and ask about the show. We're going through some things where we're trying to adjust some schedules, so we have missed a couple of episodes, but we're trying to get them out where we can. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Big ups to Shattercast and the ROC and Nerd Rage, and as well everyone else who's trying to do something with this podcast and toy collecting, loving, and all of that good shit. We are out of here. The fucking show is over. Like, that's too many.
Can I play it one more time?
Hold on. Fuck yeah! Do that.
As an outro, just because reasons.
Do that shit.
We're gonna hook everyone up here with the best fucking video. Shout out to Birdman, you big baby. Oh wait, it's over. There we go.
I want you to put it out. Put some respect on it. Listen, when you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it. But that, put some respect on it. I wanna look in your face, put some respect on it. I ain't gonna say it no more. Oh, are we finished? Put some respect on it. Or is we done? Put some respect on it. Oh, three of y'all, put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it no more.
All right, y'all, let's ride.
Take it easy, bro.